So another question I got is how to make a ramp and how to adjust what direction it's going in. So on this building, right now I have kind of a promenade or a dock out here, and then I have my building itself. This is 1 foot lower than my building, so I need to be able to ramp up to my building. In addition, you'll notice that I have this little platform out here. I need to make sure I have a landing in front of my doors that people aren't trying to open this door while they're sitting on a ramp. You need to have a flat area in front. So that flat area should be at least 5 feet this way. And then I'm making mine 6 feet this way. But basically, you need to have like 1.5 feet over here after the door swing. But if you make that 5 by 5, just around there, you should be pretty good. All right, so making this ramp, I'm going to come over to architecture and then hit ramp. And then under properties is where I set my ramp levels. So I'm going to tell it that the base of my ramp is -1 foot, and that's going to be even with that. And the top of my ramp, I want it to be level 1, and I want to have no top offset. So wherever I want my ramp to start, I'm going to click, and then you'll notice it shows me how long the ramp is going to be. The reason it gives me an exact length is because ramps can only go up 1 inch for every 12 inches if you want them to be wheelchair accessible. So it really, like, that is pretty steep. Like, you don't want a ramp that's steeper than that. So if, let's say I were to stop halfway, I would need to, it wouldn't go up the full height. So I need to make sure I have enough room to go up this full height. So I have my 12 feet, I click, and I want to align it to what's here. So I'm going to use my align tool, which is this one. I'm going to align from here to here, and then I'm going to align this line to this line so that it just kind of, it all works out cleanly there. I might bring in these sides a little bit actually. So I'm going to move this in 6 inches. And I move in this side again, 6 inches. So these green lines are the edges of it, like the two sides. The black lines are the top and bottom, and the blue line represents the slope. So once I am happy with that, I'm going to hit my green arrow. And if I look in my 3D view, you can see I have a ramp going from this part over to my landing. So let's say when I did that, maybe I accidentally reversed the direction. If I select on here, you'll see this little arrow. I can click on it, and by clicking on it, that'll reverse my direction. So now I have the opposite. I have the low part where I need at my door, and I have the high part at the promenade. So I'm going to switch that back because that is not what I need. If I want to be able to see both the plan and 3D at once, I can type in WT on my keyboard for window towel, and I can close some of these other views so that I can see at the same time. WT, okay. So I can kind of have my 3D here, and I can also have my plan over here. Okay, so I need to flip this back. So I'm going to select it, click on that. Let's say that this is actually way lower and I need to go farther than that. So let's say this is really a -2 feet. And that means I need twice as much ramp. In that case, I can't go straight from here to here. I'm going to have to do some kind of a switch back. So I'm going to delete this ramp. I'm going to make a new ramp. I'm going to go to ramp. And here I'm going to start level, my base level will be level 1 minus 2 feet, so -2 feet. My top level will be level 1 with no top offset. Okay, so I'm going to start here. I'm going to go up as far as I feel like I can go up. So probably until I'm about even with this. So let's say I can go 12 feet this way first. And now I need to keep going. I still have another 12 feet remaining. So I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to make the other 12 feet of my ramp. And you'll notice that, like, right now my sketch is a little bit wonky because I ran out of space here. So it looks like it looks like this is going to be too wide. So I'm going to move this over and kind of fix that. I'm going to move this. So right here, I'm just adjusting my sketch so that my lines are a little bit cleaner. And it looks like this whole thing is going to have to move over. So I'm going to select all of this, and I'm going to move it, MV, over to here. So now I'm going up here, I have my landing, and then I'm turning here. So another kind of funny rule about ramps is the landing needs to be at least as wide this way, as long this way as it is wide this way. It can't get narrower. So let me check what I have here. Right now I have 6 feet here. I don't need 6 feet here. I only need 3 feet. So I'm going to change this. So I'm going to move this in 3 feet. Oops, hang on. Let me move this over first so that I don't obliterate everything. Okay, so I'm going to move this over 3 feet. And then I actually want to thin out this one. I want this to have more of a consistent run. So I'm going to move this over. Actually, let's make this 4 feet. So I'm going to move this over 1 more foot. So I have 4 feet going this way. Let's see if I have at least 4 feet here. I have 5 feet there, so I'm good there. And then here I'm going to bring this in a foot. And I still want my landing to be out though, so I'm going to Control Z on that. So in order to force it to kind of keep my landing in this separate, let's see if I can do this. I'm going to copy this 1 foot, delete this piece, bring that in, and I think, well, let's try doing that. I think that's right. So now let's see, what's this? So this should be 4 feet. This should be 4 feet. Okay, so I'm going to hit my check mark. Okay, so this should be a boundary line, not a end line. So I'm going to draw a boundary line from here to here, hit my check mark. Okay, so now if I look in 3D, I have a ramp that's going to start here at the promenade. It'll go up. People will have space here to kind of flip around and turn and go that way. And just to check, how much space do I have here? I need at least, I have 411. I think I actually have 5. I think this is 5. And I should have at least 5 that way, so that's good. Okay, so that is how you make a ramp, and that is how you flip the direction of a ramp and how you control the top and bottom parameters.